So I picked up a grail card for me. I've been looking for this a while. Got the 7. And all it took was 18 hours of 2 card shows and a trade night. It is a local card show day. 2 shows in 1 day plus a trade night. So we're here first at the Villages, which is near Ocala, Florida. So drove from Orlando to Ocala, then from Ocala to Tampa for Collectors Con, which is a 400 table show. And then we're gonna do trade night at the Tampa Card Shop. Super excited. Let's go to show number 1. So the Villages show was perfect if you collected vintage cards. The majority of the sellers, I'd probably say 80-90% here, had vintage, and it was mainly raw. But on top of that, you could find a lot of other items across the board. I mean, people were selling photos. There was also comic books. There was newspapers. I mean, there was a lot of sealed wax as well. So just going around the show, you could find quite a bit. And I know there's a lot of people here going through binders, trying to complete their full sets. First deal done here at the show. I picked up this lot of 4 Griffey cards for $10. Here you go. I'm going to show you a close-up right now. Up number 2 here at the show. Got another Rafi Devers, number to 50. This is from Bowman. Take a look at this. And Tom has a really interesting baseball card with the story. So Tom, let's talk about it.
Yeah, people often ask me my most valuable card, and I've got Mantles and Williams. But I rather show them my most interesting card. And this is Eddie Waitkus, 1955 Bowman. And in the 55 Bowmans, they asked the player to tell them their biggest thrill in baseball. So a lot of them said home run off Sandy Koufax, 3 home runs at Ebbets Field. Well, this guy decided his biggest thrill in baseball was, and quote, "In 1949, I was shot by a deranged girl. After I was released from the hospital, I was sent to Florida to see if I could ever play again." And then it goes on and explains more. The movie The Natural is loosely based on Eddie Waitkus. The woman that shot him died in a psychiatric ward in her 90s, and he died fairly young in his late 50s. 3 vintage pickups right here, legends of the game. So first off, we have a 2nd year Jim Brown. We have a 61 Willie Mays. And then we also have a Joe Namath. So those are my pickups from the Villages show. Now I was on my way to Tampa, which is about an hour and a half drive. Can't go wrong picking up a Devers auto number to 50. I still think Devers is one of the best young players in the game, and his cards are still going to appreciate more. I also picked up the raw vintage here at the end, but those are players that people always want, and I can move pretty easily, whether it is at trade night or in any other deals with a vintage collector. Just parked. We are at card show number 2 of the day, Collectors Con. So Steven, how did you end up doing today?
So far did pretty well. Got a lot of really cool, interesting things at the Village and got a lot of bulk stuff. So I'm pretty excited. And now we're at the bigger show 2 of today. Let's get it.
So I really wanted to break down these 2 shows because they were completely different. So the Collectors Con show had about 400 tables compared to the Villages, which had 40. So you're talking about a show 10x the size, but it was more than that as well. Location-wise, this one was on the water. Villages was in the middle of Florida. Expenses going into the show, you're already looking at $30 between the ticket price and also parking compared to the Villages where you just walk in for free. Another thing about this show is there was a lot of security here. Now the security was a little bit rude in my opinion, but there was security here checking all the different bags and making sure the organization was there. While breakdown of the show itself, here was about 80% modern, very little vintage, but it was the normal vintage dealers that you see at most of the Clearwater and Tampa card shows. On top of that, there was a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards here. I think it was mostly people working with Whatnot that they brought in, but there's those people there along with people that were opening up cards live. Autograph-wise, the lineup was really stacked.
So it's the 2018 Rookie Premiere with every 2018 auto. So there's Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold at the bottom, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Hard to find.
Guys, this is Matt with Siesta Sports Cards, here to talk to you about this 1996 World Series baseball signed by Derek Jeter that Steiner authenticated. That is Derek Jeter's first World Series championship. Come check us out and ask anything you want. We're here for you. And another special bonus, I have a Michael Jordan autographed American League Baseball. That's full letter PSA. We have a price tag of $2,500 of that, but there's not too many American League baseballs out there, so come on out and see us.
Some trade bait for tonight. You know, at trade nights, it's mostly modern. I brought vintage in the past, but you can't really trade much vintage around. So I brought something that was more liquid. So I ended up picking up these two Wander Francos. We're here in Tampa. He's playing extremely well. So let's see if I can move these later. And for today's trivia question, who did Wander Franco tie for the longest on-base streak by a player under 21 in American League history? Is it A, Frank Robinson, B, Mickey Mantle, C, Mike Trout, or D, Mookie Betts? Make sure to comment down below. As you guys know, one of my favorite sets is 1933 Sporting Kings. You can find numerous amount of sports in there. I have cards from boxing, baseball, ice hockey. There's also horse racing, there's airline pilots, like there's everything in the set. So I'm talking here with Mark. He's going to show off one of these cards and the backstory behind it.
All right, what I wanted to show off was this 1933 Sports Kings that we're seeing. People look at it and they're like, yeah, it's a swimmer, what is it? He is more popularly known as the Big Kahuna. He's the person that popularized surfing in modern times. On top of that, he's a gold medal winning Olympic athlete. And if you go read the wiki page on him, he was a lifeguard. He once jumped in and saved 6 people from drowning when a boat capsized. His life story is crazy. They don't show up very often. I think the most recent sale was a PSA 1 mark for like $400 or $500. So this walked up to me at a show a couple weeks ago. I had to have it.
Drew, and he just picked up Arenado at the show. What's up, Drew? Do you want to show it off?
Yeah, I got this rookie card, Bowman Chrome, Nolan Arenado. He's going to the. He's definitely going to end up in the Hall of Fame. I definitely believe so. So $60, well worth it.
All right, guys, I'm here with John Mangini. If you didn't watch it, a few weeks ago, I did a video where I reacted to his PC. Some really great, amazing pre-war cards. So I'm getting a live reveal right now of what he picked up today at the Tampa show. So John, what did you pick up?
Well, you know, I bought the first card I looked at when I came in, and it was this one. I've been looking for it for quite a while. This card notoriously has bad registration, so this is nice and clean image. And I've been working on the tattoo orbit of a Burley Grimes. He's the last pitcher to throw a legal spitball, and if you look, it looks like he's going to his spitball. Yeah, it looks like he's about to go to his mouth, put some spit on that ball. Pick this card up anytime I see it, if it's nice and sharp, because these are notoriously off center, and there's really not a lot of real clean ones around. So I just always pick that up. Bobby Lane is a quarterback. Of course, played for my Steelers, and he was better when he was drinking than when he was sober. And then a 68 Willie Stargell. This is a real clean one. I have the O-Pee-Chee, but I didn't actually have the Topps version. And let's see here. I got a Heine Manouche, 33 Gowdy. And I collect the 66 Topps football, so I picked up a checklist. And Lenny Dawson, great quarterback. This is kind of a tough subset there. And then I got a Sandy Koufax 1962. Now this is a stat back, but it's a blank back version from 1962. The left arm of God.
A classic all-time.
Probably the best 5-year career of any pitcher.
Yeah, the Tampa card shop is hosting it.
We should move in there.
Nice 39 lot.
You got Mel Locks?
It looks pretty good for a 2, I thought.
But at the show, literally right across the street, take a look at this po' boy.
You want to have
like lifelong dreams to complete.
So what year is it? Like what?
I'm gonna look right now.
30, lunch is over. Now back to the show. Jake watched a few videos and recently got into boxing cards. So Jake, what have you picked up so far for your PC?
Biggest thing for me has been Joe Louis. I had a couple ringsides pop in front of me from the mid-50s at a couple local card shows, and that's really where you find this stuff, right? Because everybody's so worried about finding the next big Bowman Chrome and speculating on an 18-year-old prospect, but you find stuff that slips between the cracks. Listening to Ryan's content, he kind of pointed me in the right direction with this stuff. So I found an SGC 88. So it was an old slab, Joe Louis, 56. The red, white, and blue in the background. Iconic Americana to no end. It's a legendary name. I took $140 out of my pocket. I couldn't get it out fast enough.
First two pickups after lunch today. I got a Jose Ramirez 1/1 from Panini Prism of this year. Then I also got a Vlad rookie number to 299 as a PSAA. Let's keep finding deals. Picked up a card from my friend over at Beans Ball Card Blog. Right here is a Pete, I think how you pronounce it is Zanaish. This is from a 1950 Topps felt back. Remember my video I recently did at the Clearwater card show? I was talking to friends about the full set. You guys can learn a lot more about it right here. But he reached out after seeing this card on the video, looking for his PC. You can see on the back, it is West Virginia. Just stuff you don't really see, and this was the second ever Topps release. Really awesome find for a friend. Let's keep going on the show. All right guys, so I've recently started working with Zion cases. Really great at card shows. I mean, I used to put everything in cardboard boxes and bring it to shows, but it's so much easier. They're here tabling at Collectors Con, so I just kind of want to show you some of the different offers that they have. If you guys want to use code BREAKOUT, you can save yourself some money and help support the channel, so take a look at these. I personally use the Slab Case X, and it's been really, really helpful. So make sure to check them out, Zion Cases. So I picked up this Derrick Henry a while ago at the Iowa show. Met these guys last weekend at the Tennessee card show. They're back here today in Tampa, and we made an agreement on selling this card for $275 and then some cheap slabs. So super happy that we were able to get this deal across. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Guys, we are heading to trade night, hosted by the one and only.
Baby. Let's go. You know, card shop. It's gonna be fun, boys.
Woo! So yeah, we're heading over there right now, and can't wait to make some deals.
Jacob here from Vintage Trader, vibing, looking at cards, listening to some tunes with Ryan. Take it away.
What's up? Welcome to trade night.
Back, baby. Yeah.
Deal at trade night done. Picked this up at the Villages this morning. Selling it now for $20. First purchase here at trade night. Got a lot of cards for $400. Helping the guy out for a transaction tomorrow at the show. So here's what I picked up.
I got it from someone who I think pulled them because they're very clean. I went over them up.
All trade bait, the trade for some vintage. Another trade at trade night. Man, I'm killing it already. So gave up right here. This Tatis. This is number 299. This is Vlad. And in return, I got this 2002 Greinke autograph. I've been looking for this card for a while. I got this Mickey Mantle jersey card and also got $50 cash. Picked these up tonight. Now I'm selling them at trade night, $175 for the pair. Helton in New York and just sold it for $75.
Coin flip time. 230 or 220 for my boy Breakout cards. Let's go. Give me heads.
I lost. 2-hour trade. We went through like 30 different scenarios with Darian. How do you feel after that trade, man?
It was brutal and it hurts, but it was a cool story and it was a lot of fun working with Ryan. He's a good dude, so it's worth it.
So yeah, so I'll show you guys what we ended up doing. So I picked up a Grail card for me. I've been looking for this a while. The Roy Campanella rookie. Got it recently on eBay for a great deal, and I had to have the card. So give him a little bit of premium on it, and this is how the trade ended up working out. So first off, I hate to get rid of this card, but the Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson, I think, is one of the most undervalued cards in baseball for what he's done, but it's a sweet card as a 6. He gave up my Aaron, which I was only going to trade for like a Ty Cobb or a tobacco card. Didn't want to get rid of it, but sometimes you have to do it. You guys saw I picked this up at trade night. I literally took Modern, put it right back into the trade to get this deal done. I gave up a Vlad, and I also gave up a Nolan Arenado. In return, got the Campanella 7 and $230. So trades sometimes take forever. I know in vlogs you see a lot of people doing 10 or 15 seconds in there, but there's a lot of work behind them. We end the vlog. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Collectors Con, the Villages, and the trade night. It's been a lot of fun. I've been doing cards since 6 o'clock, and it's already 10:30 at night, so I'm pretty exhausted. I'm going to head back home. Make sure to like and subscribe, and next week I'm going to Boston.